Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a quick update for the Organize series. I know you haven't heard from me in a while, and I thought I ought to explain why. As I sit at my table right here looking across the room, you probably see a whole bunch of stuff over there that didn't used to be there. Um, and then if we look over this way, you see a completely cleared out hallway. All of these changes have been necessary because my dear, sweet, wonderful hubby has lost some mobility and has had some advancement in his Parkinson symptoms and needs a wheelchair and walker and a different place to sit besides this, and we're moving. So I've been reorganizing. Instead of craft supplies, I've been reorganizing life supplies. I didn't realize we lived in a death trap for a disabled person, so we're having to make some of those kinds of changes. But what I plan to do, this is a bunch of the stuff, it's not in any particular order, and I'm calling movers to get this stationary bicycle and the chair that used to be here and maybe a couple other things and take them upstairs to James's part of the house. And I'm probably going to take this Kallax unit and stand it up and put it kind of against that door. And I don't know if you've noticed, but that's a door leaning against a door. And that was our front door at our house in Jackson. And we had the Lone Star, the Texas Lone Star, put in the glass, as it was a custom door. And we didn't want to leave it just for non-Texans to move into our house. So we took the door off and thought we could use it here and just didn't get around to it. So I had a little trouble getting some privacy with the door that's behind it, the real door that's there. So putting this door in front of it lets the light in. It gives us our Texas Lone Star, and we didn't have to pay anybody to do anything with it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the door when I do this, but the Kallax unit I think is going to stand up, and I have another small Kallax unit that's in the bedroom that I'm going to move out here that will hold some of these other supplies. So this will all get rearranged at some point, and I'm kind of showing you this as the before. I'm clearing some, as we decorate the Christmas tree this year, I'm pulling the Christmas decorations out of our bedroom closet where they're stacked, and I'm going to put them in the garage. And so this cart holds all my Christmas supplies, and that one back there is also a rolling cart that holds my summer beachy kinds of supplies. I've got, and we haven't talked about what I was going to do about paper, but this is going to be kind of part of that. And I'm doing it to free up these two units right here, which I will probably put in that closet to hold things that I don't need to access quite so often. I really have to clear all the space that where he needs to navigate, I guess. So coming down here, we'll see. I've got some. I had some shelves that extended out from the wall, and that was kind of dangerous. So I've got to get my trusty screwdriver. I didn't have the right size to pull those out, and this is for some reason a flathead, and I think Barrett borrowed my flathead screwdriver. So I'm going to completely clear up this wall, and I think I have some touch-up paint. I don't want anything that if he's in the walker, or right now I'm actually having to kind of support him as we go along, so I don't want anything for him to hurt himself on. So we're going to go around in here. I've got these groups of papers I hope to move back down there so that there's kind of some more freedom to move. I've moved these down in order to clear up enough space for the wheelchair or the walker to turn here. So I may actually end up getting rid of that, you know, putting it someplace else. But basically I want this to be a nice, wide, easy turn. So as we come down here, let me turn this light on. I'll show you, it's confession time. I really haven't done much with the stamps. This was gonna, all of these that were on here were gonna go up into clamshells up in those. I was gonna relabel all the fronts, and I was gonna do some things here. These are stamps I'm going to keep in the packaging. These are all my lawn fawn stamps. And some of you have asked, have I found some long lost stamps and used them? I don't know if you've seen my layouts lately, but I'm using stamps all over the place. I just used this set on a layout that I think, yeah, came out today. And I'll drop that. I'll have to fix that up. Anyway, and I wouldn't have remembered that I had that stamp set if I hadn't done this project. So I've got, you know, a few other things that are kind of pulled out and going to go in different places. And I will be doing a little bit at a time, but it's probably not going to be at the kind of pace that I had set for myself when I started this project. And I apologize for that. What I wanted was a series that showed, if you pick one area, really kind of go through it, review what you have to do and what you hope to accomplish, and then set a time frame that you can do it, that things can get done. And life has kind of gotten in the way, and you see my mixed media card is here blocking albums, but I don't get to those, and I'm covering up my drawer of Halloween supplies, and that's okay too. So anyway, it's not, none of this is ideal, and it's been a harrowing, because many of you know that I had cataract surgery, and for about a month I haven't been able to see very well because the eyes hadn't settled into their normal shape so that I could get permanent eyeglasses. The eye doctor finally got me some, made me up some temporary glasses, and he actually delivered them to my house because he knew that I was traipsing all over town taking John to doctors in Ubers. and 1 week I did 20 Uber rides. So I'm driving now, and everything's good, but still going to doctors, sadly. So, and I'm, another confession time, I've got these layouts that need to be filed, and they haven't been, but that's a much smaller stack than I started with, and I know exactly where they have to go. I would just really like to get this bicycle out of the way so that I can get to the albums that they're going in. You know, little stuff like that, and it's not, none of that is the important stuff, as it turns out. So thanks for watching. I will check in. I'm still going to try to check in every Tuesday and every Saturday, and it'll just be a little bit different focus maybe until I get all of this all of this taken care of. And as you can see, by the way, I had ordered Vicky Booten Foundation's paper from like 2 or 3 different places, and it all came in. It didn't come in for months, and then it all showed up. So I'm set. And that's probably specifically directed at Lisa Maunder. If you're watching, Lisa, thank you very, very much for offering to send me some. And I managed to make it through. This is the last page of what I had in my stash. So I had enough to last, as it turned out, before I got this. Although I think you may have seen that I did one layout on another kind of paper, a fairly mixed media heavy layout on another kind of paper, and it wasn't cute. It curled, but you know, in the album, it doesn't matter. So thank you for watching. I'll see you Tuesday and kind of catch you up on where this is and where we're headed. We kind of need to get some of the equipment in to see what other changes we need to make. And there's a glass coffee table that needs to go, and I don't know, there's that boat looking thing over there with all of our blown glass that we collected all over Europe. May have to go. So it's a project in and of itself, and actually, since I like organizing, it kind of keeps me sane in the midst of all the stuff. So talk to you Tuesday. Bye.